What is up, fellow exiles? It is me, the Reaper HS, coming at you back again with a brand new microphone. Hopefully it sounds delectable. But, so I wanted to get over this. A lot of people's been asking me what they want my opinion on what, the meta is going to be for PvP and everything for the Conan 3.0. So, let's get into it. So, first we're going to start off with the helmet. We go with the Silent Legion Light helmet. It gives you the most health per point on the helmet. This is all exiled lands, by the way. I don't run SIPTA stuff because I will probably rarely ever run on a SIPTA server. I have Voidforge, Dragonhide, Tunic, but the rest is just Dragonhide, right? All light. The reason is because it gives you decent stats and decent armor, and it's probably the easiest to craft, to be honest. But, now, it's back to the old Herbal and Haunch era, like, if that makes sense, like, with how Glutton works, so now you gotta be more up somebody's ass, and with all the buffs and everything, you get 903, 137 stam. So, and we also want to bring up the mention of the Transmog System, so I just now hopped on because I wanted to test it, because I forgot to test it in other tests, but actually, did you know, if you get the Kingslayer polearm, which has a confirmed increased range, that your Kingslayer polearm is going to overwrite the, as a source stats, it's going to overwrite the hitbox for your other weapons that aren't hitting the target. Now, I know that's crazy, because you could really fuck with people's minds. I'm not the best at knowing my range with this anymore. It's hitting too far to the left. But you'll get it. You guys can test it. I've already tested it. I don't need to go through all that. I'm not going first person and doing the inch-by-inch gains. Now, for the build, I'm going to go over this. Grit does have a place, so does Expertise, and you can actually run a encumbrance build with Strength and Expertise, and then like 10 Grit, 10 Agility or something. But what I do is I go 20-20-20. That's just my preference, because you get the extra damage penetration, which are rolling thrust, and it's pretty long too. So like if you roll, you don't have to hit directly after. You can wait a second, then hit. So it's really goated. Like, I can reposition, and as long as that buff is showing on the left, I have no stamina cost per my strike. I've been abusing this when I've been fighting other pro players. I've been using this to my advantage a lot, because people haven't really took the time to realize how strong that really is. I've also PvP'd some of the top tier players so far that I could run across on Conan. Some of them I haven't recorded because some of them didn't want me to record them, and some of them I never got the consent or was able to ask them. So I'm not going to release that footage because it would be rude and unprofessional on my part. Now, for the builds that I would specify, this would probably be your base meta melee build. Now, you could always go 15 strength, 15 agility, and 20, and then go with the grit and try to get that endurance perk, because that is faster and it is very helpful. That could be what you go for, but you're losing out on the Blood Mad Berserker, which is almost a lifesaver if you're in a situation where you need to run. Like, if somebody's hitting you and you can't be staggered, you need to get health, you can run. You have a chance to get away, you can't be staggered. So, which honestly needs to be nerfed, in my opinion, but it is what it is. For this, quick-footed, because the way it works, everything's faster. The whole combat system is faster. It feels like fast roll and the old roll had a baby, and this is the outcome. Precision strike, that's okay, because you're going to be light armor most of the time, and you're going to be carrying light shit as long as you have the strength. You could take Combo Master off and get the second skin too, and it'd help even more, but it's up to you. And it's all up to you. Vitality, Glutton for Punishment is an absolute must. Somebody was telling me to go Last Stand. When your health drops below 50%, you remove all negative effects and gain 95% damage mitigation for a short time. That's a situational one, and it's very helpful, so those two are really good, actually. I tested the Last Stand, and a 3v1 with, I don't remember their names, I'll have to go back. They were subscribers, and I won, because I was able to trade out, and I won the trade, because I had Last Stand, and I had the Blood Mad Berserker. So those together are a nasty combo. Nasty. But Glutton for Punishment is more of a, I just got fucked up, but I can get my heals back. It's more of an overall help. So the harder somebody hits you, the more you're going to heal. And it stacks with Fast Healer. So I can see both being a thing. I really can. But Last Stand is lower on my tier than Glutton for Punishment, just for the plain fact that the short time is like 5 seconds when I tested it. It could be bugged on mine, but 5 seconds is not enough. If it got buffed to like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or it actually just gave it to you for a while, like more than just 5 seconds, it'd be useful. But especially with the icon that pops up when you pop it, the enemy's going to know you're popped for last stand. They're not going to fuck with you. They might poke you and move. It also doesn't stop you from being staggered. You're going to need Blood Mad Berserker for that one. Which then you're at 25% health, so you're in trouble. So another build I would also give to you would be the not just the encumbrance with the strength one that I told you about, like the 10, 20, and then, or not like that. It was, you want to go agility, work weapon with agility, and then 20 vit, and then go with the grit to get that max stamina. But you're gonna want at least, the problem with that is that you're gonna want to go maybe less in agility, like 5 points or so, and put it into expertise to be able to carry your armor. So the expertise kind of balances out agility weaponry just being overpowered in general. Agility is such a good stat that you have to have it no matter what in this game for right now, especially with 15 max, or minimum, minimum. Grit, it's really good if you're going for a heavy build. I've tested it. It is really strong with a heavy build, especially if you're using herbal tea to get that stamina back. The steel thawed, or you cannot take 20% or 25% more of your maximum health damage per hit, makes vitality almost useless, because this is just to get you more health, but if they have to hit you 4 times, period, regardless, you know, you're going to be in a better spot. I mean, either way, you're only getting hit maybe 6 to 7 times anyway. You're shaving a little bit off. You're gaining a lot of stamina and chase potential, especially if you mix it with agility, grit, and strength. You have a lot of potential there. There's a lot of builds that you can do, but here's the build that I run. 20-20-20, it's just very simple, very mainstream. You're going to see this, almost everybody's going to be running this in Melee. I've been running this since Test Live dropped because I saw grit and I was like, yeah, that endurance is really good, but I'm not gonna sack 5 points of strength and agility for it. It's not comparable to me, especially with the rolling thrust. But to each their own. Honestly, there's pros and cons to each build. Obviously, they made it that way. That's awesome. We're all gonna have to test it out, and eventually, people's gonna come up with probably a better meta than what I have. So, again, we're going with this armor, this setup. Again, Transmog, the Reach of the Warrior, Kingslayer, gives you more reach, which is honestly godsend because you can fool a lot of people like me who like to play by space. I'll literally walk towards you and I'll wait for you to hit, and I'll judge how far you hit with your weapon. So if you have a Kingslayer, you're probably hitting me from like right here, you know, right here. Ooh, just a little bit. Right there is the range, so you wouldn't be hitting me with a trident that far. That's what I'm saying. Is like you'd be able to trick people. Not to mention lag and everything else. They won't know what's happening. They'll think you're just cheating. But, yeah, the Transmog is... I love it so far. I think it's a good ad. Rating, I think they need to make the Ice Bridge able to be bombs placeable on it, because right now it's not. And that's a shame because I think it was nerfed, or they lowered the tiles up vertical, that you can actually have the bomb hit. And gutter's what, 10 to 15 vertical, and the bombs only go to 5. So, and if you got a god bubble with a decent amount of bottom part of land claim to your base, you're not getting into the gutter. It's almost unrateable. It is unrateable. With a 10-man stat clan, no, you're not getting in. It's unrateable. So they're going to have to make it to where they're going to need to allow people to place bombs on ice bridges. And that also adds counterplay for people in a ceiling base to actually hop down and actually PvP and not be base dwellers where they sit there and with a repair hammer go tink, 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 tink. But, I think this video is going on a little too long. Hopefully this clears up a lot of things. Hopefully I'm able to help you guys out. As you can see, everybody out here, this is my graveyard of everybody that I had to draw in here and kill. Everybody's hailing me as some god or something. I wouldn't say god, but they're hailing me like they're trying to build me up as an ego. I know Hank said there, he brought up, and I'm going to use his words here, he said that he thinks, I don't know if Aurelio, I think Aurelio agreed, but I'm not going to quote it, but I know Hank said he thinks that I might be the best 3.0 player right now, and I was like, I don't think so, dude. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm just rambling to ramble now. Now you're just here to hear me ramble. I should have just streamed this, you know. But I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, keep slaying, warriors.